I had the camera off. Alright, here we go. Ah, man. So. Yep. What the fuck? Okay. So here we go. Back in the arcade. And we're carrying out. This is a more sudden stream. This wasn't pre-planned. It's not going to erase the one we have coming tomorrow that we're going to be doing as well. I just had nothing to do, and I wanted to play the game again. So, surprise stream, I suppose. But we are continuing where we left off. We are in a new cycle. We finished pretty much all of Snowhead for the most part last night. So, as title will tell us in a second, the next goal is to go to Great Bay. But we cannot go to Great Bay just... Okay, so first things first. So first things first, slow time down. We also won the Honey and Darling Shop mini games. So that's also taken care of. I need a cup. Do I have a cup? No, I don't. Oh, okay, whatever. So we have to do a few things. Also, oh, and we also got the Gilded Sword. Like so. Ah, Keaton. Alright. Huh? Are we still live? Okay. Anju's bad at cooking. Lulu. Romani uses a bow. How many mailboxes? Yeah. Tingle, tinkle, kululimpa. Heart piece, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Is this working? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. So we'll take... Put that there. Thank you. Actually. Great. I don't speak Spanish, dude. I'm sorry. ¿Qué tal? Doing all right. I don't speak much. I don't understand Spanish very well. I'm sorry. I wish I did. I'm not very good at other languages. Come on. Arrows, bombs, but here we go. How is the day going? Hopefully it's going well. Okay. More arrows. Awesome. I need to go get some... Get the fucking bomb, god damn it! Right. Alright, so here we go. Through here. Okay. So moon's tier. Is that? Go. So, yeah, okay. Ah! Alright. Patience, thank you. Alright, so there's that. Go out to get the moon's tier. Out. Get the moon's tier. Come on. All right. Go, let it. Da-da. Oh, wait. So we go here. Where is? Come on. Open messenger, you fucking knob. Alright. Alright. I don't want the messenger app for Windows, you fuck. I don't. Mini me loves chocolate. Scotty don't. I don't know why. Oh, Jack of all casuals. How's it going? I'm doing all right. This is a random. This is a more of a spontaneous stream. So, it's the day. It's good. It's not bad. Up. Okay. Up. 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 Okay. Now what we're doing here is we are on. We're counting. I've been counting cycles just because I do that. And I'm not. I don't. I'm not counting. I'm not counting the first cycle. The first mandatory cycle. So. Fuck you. So. This is the third cycle from the first cycle. So it's technically the fourth if we're counting all of them, but I'm not counting all of them. So, in this cycle we have to get our horse to go get our horse to get to Great Bay. And we can't actually get to Romani Ranch until we pretty much gone through everything in the Goron Temple. The Goron Village. So we had to do all of that. How long till I beat it? Oh, God. I don't know. A few more. Why am I trying to put that on my head? Where my fucking mask is. I have 2 more main dungeons to complete. So, it's gonna be at least. God, if I had to guess, I'd probably have about with the way I play it, about 6 or 7, maybe 10 more hours to put into it. But I also play this like completely through every time I pick it up. It's just always, 100% every time I play it. Not even because I try to. It's just how I end up going about doing it. It's just how I end up doing it. It's usually just by repetition and force of habit that I end up getting everything. Okay, I want the bomb true. Just to get them out of the way. Okay. And then... Okay. Alright. I've got a while longer before we actually finish the game. But at least 2 more dungeons as well, so. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, there we go. Huh? Alright. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's not like I try to be a completionist anymore. With this game it's just, that's actually just how it happens. I've played this game so long that it's not much of a chore to complete everything. just because I've done it for so long. It's not like those other games where it just gets tedious at some point. It's one of those rare instances where I 100% it just by playing through it. It's just how I do things. I can't explain. I can't quite explain what I mean. But it's one of those things. It's like you do it so much. It's like ingrained in the back of your head. You know what to do, and so it's like I think the first time I ever I tried to 100% the game was back when I was like 11 or 12, something like that. And it took a while. But now it's just like I pretty much know what the fuck I'm doing. And it's like, okay, it's more just like, okay, I'm playing through the game and I just end up, every time I finish it's like, oh, I managed to get everything. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Yes, I know what you mean, good sir. Okay. How's it going, Kai? Okay. So we're gonna do a couple of extra things while we're at this one as well. I'm gonna turn up my microphone on this just so I can get so I can speak a little closer, so it's not so I don't have to shout, because I don't want my voice going down tonight. Okay, okay. We need mask. Too hungry to be productive. I know that feeling. Okay. Ah, yes. Ye who hold my remains, return to the appointed place to face me. Yeah, when you beat the bosses and you have them. That's one of the interesting things about this game. Because of the time travel element, you can go back to the beginning of day one, and everything is just as corrupt as it was. So you actually get the option to, pretty much fast forward, and fight the boss right at the end. At a dungeon, usually which is good for expediency. Come on, come on, come on! Yeah! But I'm not gonna do that just yet. Fire arrows, so we can go do that. Whoops. Yeah, fuck. Oh, no, no. Shit, I didn't want to do that. Oh, you fucking knob. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. So there's that. I think this is where... I'm not sure if this is... Oh, shit, no. Come on. Come on. You're down. So grab the heart, grab the rubies, and try. Get down. Okay. Okay, 'kay, now this is where I... Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah! Five rupees. So go down here. This is a key that we need to get. Oh, shit, I'm in the wrong side. Okay. I know where I need to go. I was on the right path. I took the wrong fucking door. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on, get down here. Already wasted too much time. This is where we need to be. Come on, you little fucker. There you go. Ah, love the fire arrows. They're so good against these weak enemies. Alright, okay, yes, and this is what I came here for. Let me take that. There it is, there you go. Don Garrow, it's been so long. What has brought you all this way? You came all this way looking for me? It's true. When spring comes, I should definitely go to the mountains. Yes, okay. So we'll get... This is the one thing that always stays the same. You always have to get the boss key whenever you reset time, so because you reset the dungeon. So let's get this bag on. Let's dive back in here. Since we're already here. Already here. We do not need to go all the way around. Go back to the top. Ah, there we go. This. Down we go. Up we go. But no, fuck! So, go here. Boom. Come on. Up, there we go. Uh-oh. Come on. In we go. Up we go here. And to the boss. There you go. Did that. Everything back to normal. Okay, so out we go. I'm not grabbing the Deku Princess. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Fuck off. Okay, and then okay. Next. Blocktown. Go east to Blocktown to the laundry pool. Next, Milk Road. You could break it. 3 days too fucking late. I love his exasperated look, just like, are you fucking kidding me? As long as it's open to traffic, it's fine. That always makes me fucking laugh. Okay, Oh god, yes. The whole UFO shit. So, yes. All right, here we go. Alright, come on. Yeah! Aha! Now, this is one of those that's pretty much dependent on how lucky you are to get the right dog. Nope, I don't want to go again. Alright, so. Pause for a second. Let me take an intermission here. Sorry about that. I had to take a quick step away from the computer here. Just to get my headphones back on and all that stuff. Come on, come on. Yeah! Yeah, the Garrow's Mask. Oh, that's what they do, man. They play. That's how their AI goes. There's a bottle. Okay. Oh no, shit. Fuck. Where are the 4 bottles? Oh, that's right. Boom! All right. Yay! Zora Mask. So. No! Over the edge! Fuck! Oh, fuck you! Right. Oh. Did it, did it, did. I'm not sure what the next game after this one is. Nope. I'm not entirely sure what the next game is going to be yet. Um. Well, I'm only continuing. I did the legend. I'm doing the Legend of Zelda stuff because I told Kai, uh, back when I played through A Link to the Past, that you know what the next game we'd do would be Ocarina of Time, and I made him wait fucking months too long because I had gotten into an animation project with a good friend of mine. And then shortly after that, after starting my Splatterhouse project and everything, my computer died for upwards of a month and a half, almost 2 months. So right now I did Ocarina of Time, and then I was like, you know what? I want to do Majora's Mask again. But I stream, you know, I'll stream whatever I have. It's not just, you know, I'm not gonna be the retro guy. I don't want to pigeonhole myself as the retro guy. I could stream retro games till the fucking cows come home. But I can also I also stream other games as well. But I'm not sure what the next game is going to be yet. I have a lot that I could choose from. I'm not sure really what, because I have so many that I enjoy playing through, so it's like choosing one to do it on a stream is a bit difficult. No, it's fine. I don't mind. I just I don't mind. Right? Have you seen? Did you watch? You watched last night's stream? I fucking went on a Star Wars rant in the middle of a Legend of Zelda stream. I know all about rambling. Hello, Sky Hunter. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, honestly, I'm not sure what the next game is going to be because I have so fucking many to choose from, and all of the ones that I have to choose from, I absolutely love fucking playing. So it's really just like what do I really want to dedicate to a stream? You know. What are some of the games that I have or that I could play? Man, I have so many. You know, I have Metal Gear Solid. I have a bunch of NES games I could fucking stream. You know, as one-offs. I have a bunch of Sega games I could play as one-offs. There's so fucking many. God, I think the last one of the Saturday streams I did with my cohort, Tristan Twickett, dude, him. What? Oh god, like I said, I don't know about games that I would like to stream, but there's a lot that I could stream. You know, there's a lot of them. Plus, there's games I have yet to hunt down again. There's a lot I want to do. There's a lot I could do. It's just a matter of picking one to play through. You know. I do know one. I do know. I want to start. I want to stream a series of games. Shit. But, I really don't. I haven't thought of it. If I had... No, I don't even want to say if I had to choose. There's so... I might put up a poll again and do that. But I really... I don't know. It's kind of hard to choose. I could do Metal Gear Solid. Those games. I could do fucking. I enjoy me some Metal Gear Solid, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to stream that entire fucking series of games. Well, let me rephrase that entire series, barring Metal Gear Solid 5, because fuck that. I enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 5 insofar it was fun, and there's a lot that you could do, but it got very repetitive. And that's not something I want to dedicate streams to. Because it's not worth it to me, you know? I don't care about it enough. Plus, I think I'd have to go buy it. Actually, I don't know if I still have it or not. There's a lot that I could do. I could hunt down some more games. It's what I intend to do. Alright, where am I going? I'm gonna go buy some fish. The Metal Gear games, like, in general, they're a lot of fun, but you have to turn your brain off a little bit and realize that they're not actually stealth games. I mean, they are stealth in the sense that you have to avoid, you avoid detection by the enemy, but Metal Gear Solid is to stealth what NBA Jam is to realistic gameplay, basketball gameplay. Like, the formula is there. You can kind of see the hints of it, but it's so fucking stylized. Like, yeah, that's not real stealth. That's not a real stealth game. Because the Metal Gear Solid series, the Metal Gear series itself started, two-dimensionally. It started on a Japanese computer, of all things. The MSX. It wasn't actually released on the NES. It was just a port. But it was released on a Japanese computer. Both the first game were, and the official sequel were, and both of those were, what you'd expect. They were two-dimensional. It was like top-down, and so it was very binary. The kind of stealth you had. You're either in the guard's line of sight, or you're not. It really is. It's like it's just so binary. It's like 1 or 0, and it's so binary to the point that to be considered detected by the enemy, you have to enter a single, their line of sight, which is a single line across the screen. Wherever it's like you could stand right next to them, but as long as you're not directly in front of the enemy, or if they don't, or their eyes, they won't see you. And that was the first one. So the first one was very binary in its stealth, and because of that, there were a lot of tricks. There are a lot of tricks you could do in terms of just getting through the game and fucking with people. It's like you can just run past it. I'll have to fire it up one of these days now that I'm talking about it, because I can't do what the fuck is this? I can't do damn it, give me a second here. Because all right. God damn it, I have the subsistence edition of Metal Gear Solid 3, which actually comes with 2 discs, bonus discs, bonus discs and all of that, and you can play the classic Metal Gear games on this. So, I'll have to fire that up someday and do it there through the PS2. But no, I do not have the tenacity to speedrun games. I do not have the time to dedicate to learn how to speedrun games. I've thought about doing it, but I know very little about it. Like, speedrunning, in my sense, would be getting through it as fast as possible. But, like, doing it on a level like most people think of speedruns, I do not have the tenacity to do it. I could figure it out, but Snake Eater, man, fucking Snake Eater is amazing. No, Sky Hunter, it's one of those things. I thought about doing it, thought about learning, but the amount of time I would have to dedicate to doing all of it, I'm not really sure I'm not sure I would enjoy it. Because, and here's the thing about that. Let's say, when I had my computer dead, and I didn't have any games, I didn't have any content, I didn't have any way of creating content or anything, because my computer was dead, I had defaulted to playing Resident Evil 2 on the PS4, the RE2 remake. And I eventually, it's like one of these, it was like a fucking month's worth of streams. I'm like, you know what, let's go through this. And I eventually started, it's like, you know what, I want to get some of the hidden items. It's like, I want to get through, it's like, it's like, my main goal was, okay, let's get through the game and unlock the special weapons. But to do that, you have to beat the game really fast to get the special weapons. Like the infinite handgun, or things like that. And basically, I did that to the point I can get through the game now. Like if I'm focused enough, I can get through the game in about an hour and 50 minutes, about an hour, around then. But it's like every time I pick up the game now that I've done that, now that I've gotten through that, it's kind of hard to go through the game normally and enjoy it because my frame of mind is, okay, let's get through this fast. And it's like, I one of these days, I just want to play through it and enjoy it again for the sake of playing it slowly. But it's so hardwired in my brain how to do, the best tactics all the time. And it's like, okay. It just kind of dumbs down the... That's part of the reason why I don't necessarily want to do speedrunning. Because I'm the kind of person that once I get those things drilled into my head, that's how it's gonna be. It's like with this. I've played Majora's Mask so long, I know the ins and outs of pretty much everything, that every time I play through the game, I always get 100%. I don't have to try. It just happens, more or less. So... But I figured someday I might, just to see. But I don't know where to start in terms of speedrun. And like I said, I do not have the tenacity to do it because I'm not good enough at video games to do that. I would be wasting my time resetting over and over. I would say fuck it before I even learned anything. I am so prone to irritation so quickly at times, and it's like... I don't know about storyteller, I just fucking talk, man. That's what I do. If I'm going off the cuff, and I just have something to talk about, I will fucking go. That's actually what happens with half of these streams. Usually there's more of a little bit more of a crowd. Somebody will start talking and they'll mention something. Like last night, I think it was Jack of All Casuals, or no, it was Mirrorsphere Origins that was here. Good fellow, by the way, good fellow. He came by. And it's like Star Wars got brought up, and I just fucking went on like a 20-minute, I think it was like 15, 20 minutes of a fucking tirade about why Star Wars just needs to go the fucking way of the dinosaur. But I appreciate it. I don't know. If you think I'm good at it, if you like it, that's great. I think I have a tendency to ramble just a bit too much. I could talk up a fucking thunderstorm, but whether people want to listen to it or not is... I have no idea. Alright. Down here. So we have... But no. Come on, grab it. There you go, you little bastard. There is, but I'm so fucking checked. Like, when it comes to Star Wars itself, I am so fucking mentally checked out. I can't be deigned to give a fuck anymore. I can't be bothered to give enough of a fuck about it anymore. It's like the only thing I have to say about it at this point is how much I think it needs to come to an end. But that's also just me. You know, unless we're talking about the prequels and the original trilogy. We could talk about that shit all day long. There's lots of good things to talk about. But beyond that, nothing. Come on, come on. Okay, I need 2 more fish for him. A lot of people have a lot to say about Star Wars. A lot of people. I've noticed. I'm. If you compare me to other people and opinions and everything, I'm more pessimistic compared to others. I view it as a form of realism, but some people will probably take it as, like black pilled or, negative Nancy or something like that. I've had the black pill accusation leveled at me before. It's like, not really. The sequels are. I'm not gonna talk about them again tonight. Not right now. Oh my god. All right. Okay. I don't care for it. I when I first heard about it, I went out and fucking pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it, and I think I pre-ordered a 3DS. I bought a 3DS as well, just for that game. And yeah, it was worth it. It wasn't, at the time, it wasn't a bad investment. But say after playing through it and all of that, it's not as good as it should have been. Okay. And my stance on remakes in general, I fucking hate remakes. I hate remakes as much as I hate reboots. I view them as cynically as possible. Most of the time, they're not worth existing. Very, very few instances will I openly agree that a remake is worth it. Resi 2 comes to mind. Actually, the Resi 2 remake. That's a good remake. Resi 3 remake, I think, is a really good remake. I think it gets a little more hate than it deserves, but I also think some of the hate is warranted due to the fact that instead of bringing back, the extra content that the original Resi 3 had, as well as the quick time, not the quick time, what the fuck did they call it? The, huh? Man, I've never seen Scarface. No, wait, what are you talking about? You talk about the movie Scarface, like with Al Pacino, the remake of the 1936 one or something like that? Man, yeah, you've only played Majora's Mask on the. You know what? I'm gonna tell you to go out and figure out a way to play the N64 version of Majora's Mask. It is a lot fucking different. I mean, for one thing, the Majora's Mask, the 3DS remake of the game, added more. You know what, Kai? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that the 1983 version of Scarface with Al Pacino ever was a remake. You know, I didn't know that until fucking, oh god. Well, you know what I mean? I never knew it was, you know, I never knew it was a remake of anything for, you know, until, oh god, I don't remember when I learned it was a remake, but that's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. I've never tried to emulate to play an N64 game on an emulator. Uh, I've never tried. You could. You know, that's how there's randomizers people do. What the okay. You know. Well, I think I eventually saw or tried to watch the 1983 Scarface. I didn't get that far. It was so long ago. But yeah, man, if you can figure out a way to play the N64 version, I would say play it. Me personally, I would say play it on actual hardware. Um, just so you can get the experience. Because with emulators, you can use save states, and you know, I have a feeling using save states in that game would kind of diminish the point of it. But I suppose if you played through it normally and didn't use save states, you'd probably get the same experience. But yeah, the 3DS version of this game, and I actually planned on doing a video about this at some point. I'm not sure how, because I do not have a way of grabbing 3DS footage. Plus, I don't have the 3DS version of Majora's Mask anymore anyway. I traded it in fucking years ago because I just didn't care for it. You know, it was good, but the changes they made to the boss fights and to some of the mechanics and some of the puzzles, I fucking hate it. They streamlined it. They streamlined some areas, and they exacerbated other fights that already took too long. You know, it's like the point. You know, they took away the point of what the dungeons were in Majora's Mask. The dungeons were, you know, mostly puzzles in and of themselves, like more like puzzles, like, you know, far more advanced compared to even Ocarina of Time. And the boss fights were more or less like capstones for that in this original version. And then they decided, okay. And there were so many, you know, there were so many ways that, you know, you could do fights. Like the first fight against Odalwa, in this one, you could fight him in so many different ways. You can fucking jump into the Deku flower and surprise him as he goes, you know, everywhere. You could drop a Deku nut on him. That's what the flowers are in there for. You could shoot him with an arrow. You could run around and stun him with a Deku spin and then shoot a bubble at him. There's so many ways you could do it. The 3DS version made you do it one way. which was you had to be in your Deku form, you had to dive into a flower, then you had to, and when you did that, it's like, okay, you pop out, and then you drop the bomb, the little Deku nut, and then Odawa goes apeshit, and then eventually the little eye pops out, which, fuck that, okay, fuck that stupid shit. And it's like, and it's like, so it limited the scope of how you could fight the bosses. Plus, it actually made the bosses longer by adding the stupid eye that would pop out of them that you had to hit. Basically the eye was their weak point instead of you just fighting them normally and, defeating the monstrosity they'd become. And that's what the boss fights became in the 3DS version. And the worst offender was Twin Mold. The Twin Mold fight in this original version is already kind of it's kind of tedious. But when in the 3DS version, when they made it so you didn't get the Giant's Mask in the temple like you do in this one. You got it in the middle of that fight. And the first part of the fight was you have the bow and arrow, you're shooting these eyes on one half of Twin Mold. You get the Giant's Mask in the middle of the fight, and then you proceed to try and fight the other half of Twin Mold by throwing rocks at him and basically performing wrestling moves on him. It was just way too fucking long. Too much of a fucking hassle to do. Just trying to figure that out, how to damage him before he dove into the fucking dirt again, because you had to do that too. It's like, ugh. So my main gripes with the 3DS version were mostly with the bosses. The swimming is phenomenal on the N64 version, because you have, here, I'll show you. Wait, hold on. on the N64 version, you only have one way to swim. You have the normal swim, and then you have, well, as Zora Link anyway, because I assume that's what you're referring to, the Zora swimming. On the N64 version, there's only two speeds. There's swim, and then there's fast swim. That's it. I'll get in the water and I'll show you after this, but yeah. It'll be a lot easier to demonstrate as I'm showing you. Assassin's Creed. Alright, what the fuck is going on? Did I just miss the fucking... Oh, you son of a bitch. Fuck. Okay, I missed... the whole fucking robbery. Shit, I don't know how I did that, but I missed it. Fuck's sake. It's alright. It's alright. No, god damn it. So we gotta do this really quick. Ah ha ha ha! Thank you, good sir. Drop this. There we go. Alright, so we need to go to... Get over here. Alright, so... I totally bungled that fucking... You know, I left the area at midnight, and the little old lady shows up at midnight. Fuck. I screwed that up. Yeah, actually, I do. I have I have the dedicated arcade, these arcade streams. I do them dedicated, um, Monday nights around 8:30, and Thursday nights, around 8:30. Sometimes I'll occasionally do a spontaneous stream like tonight, but, like, I was bored tonight, and I really didn't want to waste any more time doing anything, so I did this. But, yeah, those are the dedicated times I stream. I mean, sometimes I don't always make it, but I usually do my best to make sure I stream those nights. And then I actually have streams on another channel that I do with friends of mine, on the Gaming Lounge. I think they're gonna be doing that tomorrow night. Yeah, they decided to make it a whole new channel. Yeah, here. I'll send the link to the channel here. That's the stream we do on you know, our weekly live stream, our chat stream. It's all gaming stuff. But yeah, when it comes to what I do it generally Mondays and Thursdays. I actually do intend to get back to other video stuff at some point, but it's a matter of getting the motivation to record the voiceovers and edit the footage. Well, I got a couple of projects to finish there. Huh? So that's the link there. They do stuff like that. Ah ha ha ha. Which Zelda game is my favorite? This one. Majora's Mask, man. It's probably my go-to. I mean, I have other favorites as well, but, like, absolute favorite of the series, it'll always be this one. But that's also because it does things a lot differently than other Zelda games do. You know, it's not confined to the whole, you know, oh shit. You know, Ganondorf is trying to, you know, be evil, and, you know, Zelda's in trouble, and save Hyrule, and, you know, go dungeon crawling, that sort of stuff. This one more or less diverges from what's going on. It's pretty much just Link's adventure. You know, Ganon's not. There's nothing related to Ganon or Zelda or anything there. And that's one of the great things about this one. And most people's are Ocarina. Most people love Ocarina because a lot of people consider it one of the greatest games to ever exist, and on some level, I'm not gonna deny. You know, I could deny that fact, but there's no point in trying, just because, yeah, you know, for what it did in terms of, you know, of the era. Yeah, it was an amazing game. But interestingly enough, that was not the first N64 Zelda I played. The first one I had was this one. Now, this wasn't the first Zelda I played. The first Zelda, the first time I played a Zelda game, I was like 5 or 6, and I played A Link to the Past. Uh-oh. No, get up over the fucking... Ocarina of Time is a good one, though. It's a lot of fun. Ocarina of Time took what A Link to the Past did and made it 3D. It, you know... Which, I mean, you know, it's doing it a disservice trying to claim it like that, you know, and a lot of people say that, you know, Ocarina of Time is just Link to the Past in 3D, like, fuck off. No, it isn't. There's more to it than that. Yeah. But, I mean, for the time, you know, it was continuing a formula that A Link to the Past started. There was, you know, because at the time, there were only, what, I want to say 4 Zelda games? No, there was the Zelda book, the Hyrule Historia. I have the version that laid out the series of the games when Skyward Sword was released. And since then, they changed it again, which I think it's kind of fucking stupid. I think trying to put the Legend of Zelda games on a timeline is kind of stupid anyway. But if I had to see, the thing is, the time there is a sort of timeline to be had in the series. You can sort of pick that up on which games talk about what. You know, and the fact that the way Ocarina of Time ended, it pretty much sets itself up to, have multiple timelines, and that's what they did. But in terms of Nintendo, trying to make it fit a timeline, yeah, I don't think they're going to be the ones good at putting things in order. Especially if they're having games like Hyrule Warriors, which, I've never played Hyrule Warriors, but I'm familiar with the story enough. And basically, Hyrule Warriors happens because some evil person, because Ganon corrupts an evil, I don't know who it was, a goddess or something. Basically, Ganon corrupts somebody that can control time, and all of the timelines are reunited in one. That's why every fucking, incarnation of Zelda and Link are all there, basically open carnage. But which is good. But when Breath of the Wild follows up and is pulling everything from every single game in Hyrule, like rock salt, different things from different timelines. I think it's the Twilight Mirror makes an appearance, and Spectacle Rock, and you have Lynels and everything. Nintendo has been, for all of their bluster when it comes to the Zelda series, when it comes to their video game series like that, they're very meticulous in what exactly they include. They're very meticulous when they include, certain maps of Hyrule. They're very meticulous about which enemies they use for which game. Since the timeline split, and they've been thinking about it, and they've kept it in the back of their mind, they've been relatively meticulous in all respects, For instance, Lynels never showed up in Ocarina of Time. They were in A Link to the Past, I think. Yeah. But they didn't show up in Ocarina of Time. They didn't show up in Wind Waker. They didn't show up in Twilight Princess. They showed up only in... I think Lynels showed up in the first Legend of Zelda. Lynels. Where did the Lynels show up? They showed up in the first Legend of Zelda. They were in A Link to the Past on Death Mountain. They're basically in The Link to the Past. In terms of the timeline, that's what they call the Downfall timeline. Where Ganon wins, and becomes the hulking beast. He stays in his beast form because he won in Ocarina of Time. And that's where, A Link to the Past sort of comes into it, which I think was the last one in that series, which at the time was the last one in the timeline, because of the split. Because at the end of A Link to the Past, Link wishes Ganon out of existence. Like, yeah, bye-bye, gone. But, so they've been very meticulous about how and what they include in certain games. And so when Breath of the Wild has, enemies from every game, from every timeline that they themselves effectively curated, I'm not, it's like I wouldn't. I don't know. I think the idea of a timeline sort of makes sense because it adds to the lore, but with the way they change it so goddamn much, it's almost kind of pointless. Because even the games kind of contradict what they say. Like, for instance, there's a theory going around that, is really, it makes a lot of sense. That Hyrule Warriors, that the world in Breath of the Wild, is the Hyrule that came from Hyrule Warriors. Basically, all the timelines are together. There's bits and pieces from every timeline. There's a Twilight Mirror in Breath of the Wild. I think Spectacle Rock is in Breath of the Wild, which, again, Spectacle Rock only ever showed up in, the Downfall timeline. The original Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, and Link Between Worlds and all of them. The Downfall timeline. But it's like, there's a lot of Zelda games I haven't even played either. As for my opinion on Breath of the Wild 2, man, there's no fucking information about it. All we have is a trailer and speculation. I mean, they did show Ganondorf's decaying dead corpse, but I don't know what's going on with it. Well, I don't know if it's the inevitable conclusion of all the timelines, but it definitely takes place at the end because of everything that the game includes. It includes bits and pieces from every timeline. There's bits from the Twilight Realm. There's Majora's Mask. I don't know, that's a DLC item, so I don't know about canonicity, but it's there, which, if Majora's Mask exists in the canon anyway, and so if it's an item in Breath of the Wild, obviously it exists in that time. Obviously it exists there. Whether it has an effect on the story or not, it's there. It exists. And then there's bits of rock salt deposits that you can find in the game. And something like that you're not gonna find. Unless there was remnants of like an ocean or something, to build salt deposits like that. And again, the question of certain enemies and everything. It's like, the only way Breath of the Wild, with everything that Breath of the Wild has, it has to be at the end, and it has to include, it includes every bit of every timeline from the entire series. Neither have I. The lore is just too goddamn vast, but, I have a general understanding of how most of it goes. But it's like, just in Breath of the Wild, there's so many different things from so many different games. It's like, it has to take place at the end. And it has to do so in such a way that it actually brings all three timelines back together into one. Because it doesn't work any other way. Even by their own rule, by the way Nintendo has done things, that's the only way it works. But yeah, it does take place at the end. Nintendo shirt. Yeah, I saw that. It's looking. But oh man, it's just a matter of what it's doing, where it's going, and all of that stuff. It's kind of up for debate. Oh my goodness. Drink the milk. Drink the milk. But there's so many Zelda games to play through, you know. Like, I would have a field day just trying to play through them all. I'd have a field day trying to hunt them down to play through them all, for fuck's sake. Because there's just so many that I don't have that I have to hunt down. It would kind of be a chore. What are we doing? That Nintendo shirt in the DLC. I gotta go back and continue Breath of the Wild. I haven't even had a chance to complete it. Biodeku Babu. Most of the Zelda games that, you know, are intrinsic to the story, a lot of them include handheld games. You know, a lot of them are handhelds. Let's see. There's the first two on the NES. There's A Link to the Past, which I have right here. Then there's the two N64 ones, so that's 5 already. No, there's the two on the NES. There's A Link to the Past. Yeah, the two N64 ones. That's 5. I counted right. Let's see. And then there's Link's Awakening, which was a Game Boy game at the time, so. Fuck you, dude. So that's 6. Then there was the Oracle games, Ages and Seasons. So that's 8. Then there's Wind Waker, which makes 9. For fuck's sake. How many Zelda games are there? Now, I'm not counting the CDI games. Alright. Yeah, I think there's 19. If you don't count remakes, there's 19. That includes handhelds and all of that. There's 6 3D Zelda. What do you mean 6 3D Zeldas? Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. Right. The only ones I'd have to worry about being able to play properly would be the 3DS ones. Just because, you know, I have ways to stream to you know, play all the other ones. I have a Game Boy player for this GameCube. You know, I could very well get a Super Game Boy for a Super Nintendo if I really was so inclined. You know, the only ones I have to worry about being able to, if I ever decided to do videos or something on them, would be the 3DS games. Alright. Alright, I appreciate you stopping by. Always fun to have out. Suck off, you stupid fish. Always fun to have people around. Have a good rest of the night, evening, afternoon. Whatever it is. I assume it's nighttime. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 11. Come on, get up here. What is in here? Ah, nighttime, yes. Yeah, it's nighttime here too. God damn. What am I doing? Art piece in here. Okay. Up the really long fucking ladder. Well, that's gonna be a lot of fun. If we do Metal Gear Solid 3, oh, that will be a lot of fun. The fucking ladder. So what's in here? Oh, yes. The fortress. My stone mask on. And look as plain as stone. That's another thing that I think about. Another thing in the 3DS version I hated. They put Shiro, the soldier, in the fucking Gerudo Fortress. Like originally, you have to go to Ikana Valley to find Shiro, which means you have to go out of your way. But in here, they put Shiro right in the fucking fortress here. It's like, oh my god. I can take these off. How why the fuck I still have these on? The fucking hornet's nest. I slashed her. It doesn't actually kill them. It incapacitates them. favorite moments, one of my favorite ideas in video games. Shooting bee nests. Oh, God. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, fuck. I need to take a fucking picture of one of these because... Here we go. So. The hook shot, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, one of my favorite weapons. Fucking things. Okay. Zora egg number 1. Okay. Hook shot. Okay. Yes. Dive down. Grab the Zora egg. Rupees. Oh, Jesus. Okay, okay, yeah, that's an exit. This is not where I want to be. Let's see. Okay. Oh, right here. Boom. Okay, that's another one. That's number 3, and then number 4. There's that. Where is... Jesus. Oh, yes. There we go. Okay. Last Zora egg in the fortress. Coast. No, I don't need to be here. Yep, got the seahorse. How many parts do I have? 2. Okay, Pinnacle Rock. Why is it every single one of these gotta go on a fucking maze quest through this? They can't ever take you straight across. Oh! Give me the sea egg. Okay, delegator. No, I did not. Oh my fucking Christ, guy. Alright, come on. Turn this. Oh. I put on my headphones to listen, and I... Alright. All right. All right. Okay, come on. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. Let's say it's getting on midnight here. I'm going to save right here. I don't want to have to reset the cycle. So I'm going to save right here. And this will close us out. Oh, yes, yes. And so, what's going to happen? So we're going to stop in the middle of the cycle. We're going to stop here. We'll come back on Thursday, tomorrow night, around 8:30, same time. By the way, it's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to post that in the tweet and on Minds. Like I said, in my description, I'm on Minds. I'm deviating away from Twitter, but I still use it. I also have a Facebook page as well. Down there in the description, all three of them, AngryAtlantean. The YouTube channel is actually called The Atlantean Jester. You know, youtube.com, Atlantean Jester. I changed it a while ago, and I don't really want to change it again because the Phantom Collective uses it and everything, so all of that, but thanks guys for showing up. I don't want to rush the end of this, but I really have to go to the bathroom and a few other things, so yeah, tomorrow night after the gaming lounge at 8:30, and I will catch you all later. bye.